Well, hey everybody, and welcome. I am Martika with Martika J Makes here with another pattern review. Yes, this one is on New Look 6210. I'm wearing it now, so if you want to hear more about the details, stay tuned. So, first of all, this is a collaboration with Shutoka. You guys, if you don't follow Shutoka, you need to make sure you do because she has some of the cutest makes. Her favorites are skirts and dresses. So, we decided to collab together because we both love knits. Okay. We both love sewing with knits. So, we said, girl, let's do this. Let's get together on something knit. So, because of all of the loud noise and cheering and excitement about the 99-cent New Look sale at Hobby Lobby, of course, we all got patterns. We said, let's do a New Look pattern. And that's exactly what we did. So, we did New Look 6210. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, we decided on something that is easy, something that we can wear because it's getting warmer, and something that we could enjoy, and definitely something that was knit, y'all. So let me get into the details of this dress because there was a lot going on with mine, okay? So, first of all, I want to tell you guys where I got this fabric from and how long I have had it. I got this fabric on Fabric Row in Dallas, Texas last year at when I went to the sorority retreat. I actually got there a day early, stayed the night with a friend. She's more like a sister, and we went over to Fabric Row. So I actually went the day before that the retreat started, and this is one of the fabrics that I picked up. I'm going to give you the details of the breakdown of the cost of everything because all in all, I talk about sewing on a budget. So I want to give more details into how I do that. So first of all, this dress, this fabric was only $3 a yard, y'all. Yeah, it cost me only $3 a yard. I can't remember exactly how much yardage I got of this, but let's just say I have some left. Okay, so I have enough left to make something with a skirt, some shorts, a top, or something I'm sure I can squeeze out of what I have left. So I want to get started because there was a lot of grading in and out for mine. So I got my planner here that I write all of my notes in to be able to tell you guys about what I did. Okay. So just keep up with me. All right. I'll try to go slow for you because there was a lot. So, first of all, the yardage, I cut a size. What did I cut? I actually cut several sizes, okay? But going by the bust measurement, I did cut an 18. Okay, so my bust measurement can go between like a 39 and a half to a 40. So to make sure that I had enough here, and I didn't want to like do any grading out of this, it is knit. And that's one of the things that I love about knit is the fact that, it can be forgiving because it does have a little snapback to it depending on what type of knit you are working with. This is more like let's see, what type of knit is this? I actually don't. This is like a t-shirt knit in a way, to be honest with you. That's what this feels like. I didn't even pay close attention as to what type of knit it was, but it's not very see-through unless you stretch it real good. But it'd be perfect for t-shirts. But I cut an 18, okay, and therefore the bust measurement for that is 40 and a half inches. Okay, so I gave myself some wiggle room there because I would rather have to take it in versus, grading it out and it being too tight or something is kind of wonky, when dealing with a dress like this. So this is a racer back dress. So Don't know if you've seen the line drawings. Here's the front again, and I did view A. Okay, I did the pink one there with the stripes. And then turning it around, the first one up here, you can see that it is a racer back, and you will see more of that as I show you pictures as I go. So this took 1 7/8 yards of fabric. That's it. Under 2 yards of fabric, you guys, to make this dress. So if you are like me and you like to wear like nice, cool dresses in the spring and in the summer, something that's, really easy to wear, just slip it on and slip it off. This one is it in less than 2 yards of fabric. So how much knit do you have in your stash that you can bust this out with? Okay. Um, Next thing, okay, so I cut an 18 due to the bust measurement. So in that area, I cut an 18. However, at the neckline, because I didn't want this to be too big, I'm bustier. It doesn't add the same to like around the neckline. I'm a little thinner around here, and then going down. So neckline, I cut a 16, okay? I also, for the armhole, I also cut a 16 for the armhole. And then of the hip area, I had to grade it all the way in to the size 12, okay, due to the hip measurement. And the hip measurement was not on it wasn't on the back of the envelope. It was actually on the pattern, and so was the waist measurement. Okay, so be sure to pay close attention to that, especially if you are a beginner. If you don't see the finished garment measurements on the back of the envelope, they're usually, for the most part, on the pattern itself. Now, I have had some patterns where they were not, but yes, this is on the pattern itself. Um, so, Let's see, there were only 11 steps for view A. Very quick, very easy. Of course, I always have to make things difficult. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But by me being 5'2", I actually had to shorten this by 4.5 inches. And I shortened it at the shorten and lengthen line. But I ended up, I think I took it down like maybe an inch because I did like some tissue fitting. And where the tissue fell, I was like, okay, this would work. So I ended up taking 3.5 more inches off of the bottom once I finished and before I hemmed it and put it on to try it on. It was just dragging too much. For me, I like my maxi dresses right above my foot. Yeah, your girl can trip and fall. Okay, so I like mine right above my foot. So I did altogether take that in 4.5 inches. Just in case you've never done a maxi dress before, there is sometimes an extension piece that comes in with your main piece for the front and the back. And what you're going to do is just match the symbols up to those pieces by layering them one on top of each other and matching that symbol, making them one. After you have matched this up, what you are going to do is place a piece of tape to get these all together. And once they are all together, nice and even, then you can put this pattern piece on top of your fabric and then cut your fabric out. But I still wouldn't shorten even the extension piece. I would shorten at the lengthen and shorten line. However, what I had to do was bring the side split up by by 3.5 more inches because where you do it at that shortened line, it does not interrupt the split. But if you shorten it from the bottom, it's going to shorten your split. So just remember that as well, not only with this pattern, but any other pattern that has a split. So that is basically what I did. Now, after I did put this dress together, it was, just a little large underneath the arm. So I ended up, before I put the armbands on, I ended up taking it in. I don't know exactly how much, but the only part of it that needed to be taken in was just right underneath the arm. So I just put it on, inside out, took it in, pinned it where I needed to take it in, and just took it in, from there. Now for the armband and the neckband, altogether there are 4 pieces to this pattern. Okay, you have your neckband, your armband, your front, and your back. That's it. Okay, so pretty easy pattern. However, for me, this is stripes. I don't normally do stripes. I got this because it was $3 a yard and I love the colors. I love neutral type colors. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this. But when it comes to like matching up the stripes and the patterns and all that. And y'all, I got like the washable tape and all that to do all that with. But these stripes, this particular pattern has 3 different widths of stripes. Okay, there's a wide, there's a medium, then there's a small. Okay, so I was having to really move things around. But what I did want to make sure that matched was the back. Okay, because the back you are cutting 2 pieces where the front you're cutting it on the fold. So I ended up picking out part of the back 3 times. 3 times. Trying to get the stripes to match up. But hey, I did it. At one point I put it to the side, and that particular day I got on here live, and you all who watched the live, you remember me saying I got frustrated with it. I put it to the side before I tore up the whole thing. So I finally got the stripes pretty much straight. Now what happened with the side was that they were not like matchy on the side, but they were like different dimensions on like both sides. But it really added an interesting feature to the dress itself, if you ask me. So I was totally okay with that. So now let's talk about cost here. All right. So the fabric cost me $3 a yard, and I only needed 1 7/8 yards of fabric. So we're talking about under $6. To be exact, after cutting off 4.5 yards of fabric to shorten it, I only used 1 3/4 yards of fabric, making the cost $5.25. Okay, right under $6 for that. 99 cents for the pattern itself. And the spool of thread, because there are no notions needed for this pattern, I just added the spool of thread, which cost me $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. That's where I always get my thread. But really, if you just want to break it down, we probably used about 30 cents worth of thread when you're talking about $1.99 spool of thread for this dress, if that much, you guys. So all together, let's see, we'll say like 6. Um, we're talking about like $6 for this dress. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at 6. Let's correct that. $6.54 before taxes, you guys. You can sew on a budget. You really can. And I'm going to give you guys more of that as I do my makes, because a lot of my makes are very, very inexpensive. But the fabric is a very good quality of fabric. It all depends on where you go, what you're looking for, not necessarily where you go, but what type of fabric you pick up. Because I've picked up some wonderful fabric, even at Walmart, as you guys know. So, yeah, that's pretty much my review for this dress. I absolutely love this dress, and it's going to be very nice to wear. Now, with it being a racer back, yes, you can do like a regular bra with it. I have one of those clips where you can bring your straps in the back, and that's what I did. It's very comfortable. So it's something that I can definitely wear all day. It's something I can make multiples of in different colors, different prints, and just really enjoy this pattern. In this pattern, there is also like a flow, more of a like a flowy type there. You can see that. So you could also do that. And then you have some shorter versions in this pattern where you can shorten it if you want to. So yeah, I could wear this this dress with like wedges. You see the photos, I have on sandals, but I did put on a pair of my wedges. They don't match this dress, and it still hung really, really well. So I was glad about that, which I figured that it would. But if you are thinking about making this dress, you have a choice of like a scoop neck or a V neck. And it's just really simple. It's like pick your style. It's really easy. Sew it up. You got you a great dress to wear wherever you want to. So yeah, I will be sure to link Shutoka's video in the description box. Make sure you get over there and watch her video because I believe that you will definitely, I know you're going to enjoy it. It ain't no believe to it. I know you're going to enjoy her review on this dress as well. So as usual, thank you all for joining. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great one, you guys. Bye-bye.